Hello everybody, I am Anxiety, and I'm here today with Nick, Nikata Utta, and we're going to bring you this match between MasterTroll and Rockshell. We do have MasterTroll as the red Terran spawning here on the right-hand position. He is going to be playing against Rockshell, who's all the way over here on the left. He is the blue Protoss. It looks like, judging from the conversation going on, they have gone against each other before.
The funny thing about when this happens is that moment when everyone realizes, crap, the same strategy I use on ladder all night, I'm going to have to actually change because he already knows what I'm doing.
Exactly. You know, you could try to do the same thing again. He may know it's coming. He may just try to blind counter it. You could try to be crazy, do something unique. I mean, who knows how this will go, but we'll certainly find out. Nothing.
Personally, go ahead.
I was going to say nothing really too crazy or unusual about the opening so far. The pylon inside the base from Rockshell. That way, so tanks can't just pick it off on the ramp. On MasterTroll's side, despite it be going down on the ramp, barracks will soon follow. And now you can go ahead and go on with whatever I interrupted you.
No, that's fine. I was just say I personally go for the second time around. I screw everything up and I just fail miserably.
I like to screw up both times. And then if the third time I meet them, they have so little faith in my play.
That's when you actually have a good day and win.
Exactly. Open up the production tab, we do see a refinery on the way. So this is the standard Rax 13 gas. Problem with Terran is that you can't really tell too much where he's going. He could go into tanks, he could go into 111.
Yeah, I would definitely say that that's the best part about Terran, is that you have so much flexibility on what direction you can go. It's a lot easier to modify your build as you're going, versus with something like Protoss, you really have to know ahead of time exactly where you're going with it. Yeah,
over on Rockshell's side, we do see that he has a gas already. He's getting the 3 workers. Gateway is done. Cybernetics core following the way. First Marine on the way. Orbital command. Yeah, like I said, nothing really too crazy, too unusual about these plays so far. It's really not going to...
standard openings, so...
It is. It's very standard. The wall-off is getting complete by MasterTroll. The workers have been kind of darting around. MasterTroll doesn't know where Rockshell is yet, but Rockshell did scout him right away.
On ladder, can't they not spawn in closed positions?
That is correct.
So, he's checking the top one before checking the bottom one?
Well, that spot he can spawn in. What they mean by closed positions is, at the bottom there, they'd be close by ground. So for anyone that's watching this and may not know, closed positions constitutes as if you see the ramp here in the bottom left, and then you see the ramp here on the bottom right, that would be much closer than the top right and the bottom left, bottom right.
I see. I know I saw a thing on Gaming not too long ago that was basically a list of all the maps and then a quick little diagram of if you spawn here, they can only be here and here.
Yep, I saw it as well. I thought it was quite helpful.
That's something you should make the background of your secondary monitor if you are so inclined.
Yeah, especially if you do not have a lot of experience on, especially some of the newer maps where you have no idea where some of the spawn points even are. There are some 2v2 maps where I'm still like, now where do they spawn?
Yeah. Doesn't matter because in 2v2, it's not even a real game.
Now, here's where it deviates up. Rockshell dropped a second gateway and a starport. Or, not a starport, sorry, Stargate. Thinking
the thing that makes it air units.
Yep, you don't really see Stargate too often, in really most matchups. Maybe against Zerg you'll see a Stargate opening, but it's a little more unusual for Terran. Robot Troll is favoring a bio opening. He does have Marines and Marauder on the way.
Looks like he's going straight for Phoenix harassment. That's exactly what he's going for. I wouldn't favor a Phoenix harassment against Terran, just because they have AA so quickly. At least with Zerg you can lift up the Queen with, 3 Phoenixes and do a lot of annoyance.
Yep, Rockshell does have his timing down, though. He is pushing out. Concussion Shell just finished, so that Marauder in the front is going to be able to slow any Stalker or a Zealot that happens to walk by and allow the Marines to catch up. The Phoenix is flying out. It's by itself, so I don't really know too much of what it can do.
I would assume scouting, mostly.
Yeah, I mean, it can scout. Yeah, I would agree. I was trying to think of something else and watch this battle at the same time.
This is that awkward moment where Rockshell realizes he doesn't actually have anything.
Oh, it looks like there was a pause based on the wall of text that just popped up in front of me. It's kind of an awkward time to pause. He's walking up the ramp.
Everyone knows when the game lags or someone pauses, I always have perfect micro.
Third gateway is going down. He has the 2 warp gates, so he is able to chrono boost. He has enough sentries that he is safe. And he does, well, I mean, even just from this army pushing up, the force fields are doing really nice. Robot Troll, Master Troll, is just losing units here and there by being pecked off by these force fields. He's getting low on energy, so enough pressure, and he will be able to just push up.
It looks like Rockshell actually does not have enough energy to do that force field again.
Yep, here comes the push. Not enough energy. The Marauders are kind of auto-focusing the pylon. The pylon does go down.
Oh, it looks like he's going to bring the Phoenixes in to try and help him out here.
Yeah, the Phoenix will be able to lift some of these units. Oh, here they come. Phoenix are lifting up the Marauders. These Marines are no match for Zealots.
However, that's not going to be quite enough unless he does it again.
Oh, and there it is. He's going to pick off that Marauder. And you know, those Phoenix are actually what's really turning this around.
Yeah, but seriously well done Phoenix play. Really interesting early pressure from the Terran. And it's interesting that he went Stargate and was able to hold it off.
Yep, he did open that Stargate. I'm interested to see what he's going to follow that with. There are now 5 barracks for MasterTroll. He is going to commit to this. Rockshell went for the expansion. Now he's going to try to do maybe some mineral harassment. He's going to see what's going on. He's going to see all of these barracks. He's going to see the 2 tech labs in the reactor.
Terran has waited an awful long time to start an expo. Oh, never mind. I saw it.
The expo's going to fly down. It's already in orbital, so he has that little extra energy building up already. The starport's on the way, so it's going to be a relatively standard Terran 5 barracks starport. I wouldn't be surprised to see a reactor drop down once he has more gas income.
And if he just took those Phoenixes and lifted up the guy who was making the missile turret, he could easily have kept that from being finished.
You know, I did notice that Rockshell, I don't know if that was an accident or on purpose, he did lift up the mobile, so that actually, technically, that actually delays more mining than just picking off a single SCV.
I say that's what I would have done, because SCVs are constantly being produced. It seems like mules are a little harder.
Rockshell is able right now just to sit in the Terran base, because the Terran knows if he breaks up too much, the Phoenix is just going to fly around wherever he's not. There is a turret up, so he's not going to be able to do much harassment to that mineral line. Oh, but the medevac gets done. He just sat on that starport waiting.
I'm surprised he didn't try to make a Viking to deal with that, but at the same time, it would be kind of pointless. You'd have to get several Vikings to take that out.
He has to be careful. He doesn't want to lose any of these Phoenix. They're taking quite a few shots, and it looks like he's going to get out of there. Rockshell's expansion is up now. He's got quite a few probe mining. He does have a small force. You know, it's one thing.
He's doing a very good job of using those Phoenixes for harassment and keeping the Terran on the back burner.
You know, it's the one thing I really do like to see about higher level Protoss play. You see Rockshell has very little right now, but he is really completely safe. He's able to keep harassing this army. He keeps getting pot shots off on that medevac, and that medevac goes down. The Marines have no way to heal, so when they stem, they're going to be permanently damaged. MasterTroll is stemming up a small group to go ahead to try to figure out what this army looks like for Rockshell. Rockshell has 2 High Templars out, but Storm is not done yet, or even started. Oh, it looks like he's going to make it into an Archon. It is in the front, so hopefully it doesn't get picked off.
Definitely a good call with the Archon.
And the Archon gets done, and here comes the pursuit. And the Marines are going to stem and run away, so they are doing damage themselves. They do pick off a couple units.
Excellent job of the Phoenixes going straight for that medevac to make sure that they can't stem too much, otherwise it's just way too damaging.
Yep, he did finally get that medevac. And, I mean, this is amazing Phoenix control by Rockshell. I am thoroughly impressed. I've never seen Phoenix really used so well. I mean, really, I rarely see Phoenix used at all.
Yeah.
Oh, but at least be careful. He does fly into the army, and he loses 2 of the Phoenix. I don't know if that was the best spot to really decide to turn around, because that really gave him twice as long to be shot at. Rockshell is dropping more gateways, 3 more to be specific, so that will put him at 6 gates, a starport, and a Templar archive. And he did get charged a lot, so we definitely probably will be seeing this transition into more of a Zealot Archon composition. Over on MasterTroll's side of things, he does have this base up. He is only getting 1 gas. He doesn't have 2 yet. He doesn't really need the gas. He's doing really good at keeping his minerals low. He does have a Ghost Academy, but he hasn't started Mobius Reactor, is what it's called, the energy bonus for Ghosts. He is making some, but they're not going to have that energy boost, so they won't be able to EMP or snipe nearly as effectively, or as much, I guess is a better way to put it, as they would if they had the upgrade.
That makes your MPs just that much more vital. If you don't have that extra energy boost, you really have to make sure you hit them spot on.
MasterTroll is being very good at using the mobility of a bio army. He's kind of darting around the map constantly. He isn't really doing too much damage, but it allows pressure to stay on Rockshell, so he can't really push out too far. The Mink statue is going to go down this game as well, apparently.
No one likes the Mink statue, let's just be honest here.
The factory does flap to the third, so he does see that Rockshell is building a third. And, you know, I always find it interesting when you see Protoss just getting up their expansion while the other person's kind of being safe.
It looks like MasterTroll's going to be pushing up for that third. Thankfully, Rockshell was paying enough attention that wasn't that much of a surprise for him.
Yep, he does get in position. He's waiting for the units to get in, and if he's not careful, if MasterTroll isn't careful, he's going to get force field. And I thought that's what was going to go down there for a second. Splitting the army in half. There are two ghosts in that group. Looks like they're being pulled off, so he can be more precise with his snipes and EMPs. He's going to push up. This is really too much for Rockshell to deal with without getting good force fields. If the force fields cut the army in half, so the army is now going to be funneled. The Zealots are going to kind of be funneled as well, but that was enough time for Rockshell to really get in there and start doing some damage. The Archons are going to take the brunt of the damage. They have really good shields.
He has really awesome unit position, having the Archons up front, so that way his Stalkers can do the maximum amount of damage.
If he is low on energy, energy would really, really be awesome right now if he could do a force field or a Guardian shield. Guardian shield is so nice against Marines. Rockshell's going to have to pull back, otherwise he's going to lose a lot of units. The Zealots are being warped in. The Zealots are going to be able to do a great deal of damage to these Marauders. And yep, there it is. It's going to be cleaned up, so Rockshell does now have a third. They both kind of obliterate each other's armies, and Rockshell has to really hurry and get more defense because another Marauder heavy push is on the way from MasterTroll. The factory is just kind of chilling right there. It's not really a threat or an asset, to be honest.
It's not like it's giving him valuable scouting info. It's basically saying, yes, he's still there.
Moments like this is really why Archon Zealot is so nice, because that is Marauder heavy, so Marauders would rip through Stalkers, but going Archon Zealot is really a good way to deal with this. Over on the upgrade side of things, it looks like we see MasterTroll is just about to get his one attack upgrade, while Rockshell hasn't really got any. These plays have been so aggressive, they haven't really had the chance or money to invest in upgrading.
Rockshell's doing an excellent job keeping his money low from what I've seen.
Hold on, to cut you off, here's a funny moment. MasterTroll just built a Hellion out of that factory, and now he just killed a probe with it.
Because, you know what, why not?
I mean, that's what I would have done in that situation, but it's just funny that I was
Honestly,
waiting for it, but I didn't know if it would happen.
I was expecting him to do that a little sooner.
Meanwhile, MasterTroll did get up his third. He's making that into a planetary fortress, and he's building a fourth command center. This is a typical Terran thing you'll see in this stage of the game. He's been so offensive, he has to really take double bases to really stay even, because the Protoss army is so powerful once it hits 3-3, once it goes into late game. Second engineering bay is just about to finish. He's going to be able to start double upgrades. I don't know why I said that twice. Armory is on the way, so we can actually start the upgrade.
You say double because it's like just something you do.
Well, you know that is what where my mind was. It's a double. You do it twice.
It's a double. Don't question me. It's a double. Shut up.
If you look at the production tab, we do see the armories on the way. That fourth command center is almost done. A couple more SCVs in production. Medevacs, Marauders, armor upgrade. You know, this is a very bio-heavy. It doesn't look like MasterTroll is going to be transitioning anytime soon. He kind of has to lick his wounds because he did do 2 pushes that both failed. And the worst part about a failed push on the Terran side is you have to rebuild your army, and that means you're going to have less ghosts. He does have 4 ghosts with almost full energy.
Ghosts are very, very, very threatening to a Protoss army, especially a Archon heavy army, seeing as how they're 99% shield.
Well, they're 350 shield, 10 health.
Yeah. Once that shield is gone, they're pretty much done.
He does have a couple